Today, you're going to learn the real reason your funnel isn't converting, or at least high converting. And spoiler, it has nothing to do with your tech, with the platform that you're using, how many emails you wrote. You are going to walk away from this very short conversation knowing exactly what to look at, what actually makes a funnel convert, and why fixing this one thing will change your entire backend experience. Hi, if we have never met before, I am Gwen, the Funnel Queen. I help women scaling to multi-six and seven figures build backend experiences that are a true reflection of their brand and that attract, convert, nurture, and retain their dream clients using low maintenance, high converting funnels. And today we are talking about the true reason your funnel isn't converting, okay, and why it's almost never the reason everyone thinks first about. Every time I hear a woman tells me her funnel isn't working, or she has done some backend work or some email sequences and she's like, it's not working, she is usually saying one of the things. Maybe I need more leads. I need more traffic in my funnel. No, if your funnel is not converting, it has nothing to do with the leads number that you have and the traffic that you have. And actually, this can be very harmful if you bring a lot of volume into a funnel that is not set up correctly and that is not already high converting, like doing ads, for example, or even having a lot of volume coming in, because people are not going to buy and they're not going to probably enter this funnel anymore again. And they will already think, I have said no to this lady. I can't remember why, but I said no before. So let's set up the funnel correctly from the get-go and not like, let's have more leads in. No, if people are not converting already, you don't need more leads. You need a better funnel. Or what I hear is also my tech is off, or maybe people don't like my emails, or maybe my messaging is wrong, or the sequence is too short, or I chose the wrong offer. Maybe I should try to sell this offer instead. And the truth is that there is some testing to be done, like inside our funnel, yes, but 90% of funnels don't fail because of the funnel. They fail because of the decisions you made or didn't make before you even built the funnel. So when I look behind the scenes at your backend experience, like your funnel, the real issue is always the same, is that the funnel was built on quicksand. The offer isn't very well positioned for the funnel, and especially understanding what type of buyer is coming into a funnel and thinking that this is going to do the same as a launch. The result can be the same, but the funnel experience, your backend experience, needs to be different, okay, because it is behind the scene. So something that I see all the time is this, okay, is actually the mistake is just this. If I was going to put it on one thing, it is the lack of work before actually building the funnel, okay? None of this is about tech. None of this is about needing more people in the funnel. It is the actual architecture, the experience, the identity, the positioning, following buyer psychology. But all of this comes down to the blueprint, to the map, not the build. So the real fix here is that before the emails, before building the automations, before the entire design, you need the strategic layers that make the funnel high converting. When I build funnels inside Funnel Queen Mastermind, we don't start with, okay, week one, let's write 12 emails. No, okay, not at all. We start with, what is the buyer's intention when they enter? Who is coming in this? We look at what kind of experience do we want people to have in our world. So what is the world that I'm building? And of course, I'm doing this work on the front end of my business with my content, with showing up on content, like podcasts or my Instagram stories of my emails, like all of this stuff. But like on the back end, what kind of experience do I want people to have when they enter my world or when they buy an offer, and to upgrade into all of the other offers that I have? What belief do they need to shift inside the funnels, depending on like where they have been, what they have clicked on, what journey makes sense for this exact offer? And that's why it's all about really looking at the experience. What do I want them to feel? how do I guide them through understanding their problem, their needs, their desire, the decision, but also depending on the funnel that I'm building, bringing people inside the funnel who are already on the journey and working towards already fixing this problem for them. And like, how do I position inside myself, my offers, and my world? And instead of like hoping that people are going to click on all of my social media content to learn my story, how I help people, how can I build an automated experience that is going to actually give them the true essence of who I am and the work that I do? That's why there is so much depth in a backend experience, in a funnel, and people are not doing this. People are mainly not thinking this and just being like, okay, I have this offer. I'm going to write 6, 8, 12, whatever emails, and that are going to sell my offer. And then it's not working because this is an email sequence. It is not a funnel. That's also why my own funnel converts the way they do. That's why my clients go from 0 sales to 10 sales immediately on just like launching their funnels, or why like my standard is for 30% conversion rate of a funnel and not 2 or 3 like the industry standard, because the strategy behind the funnel is actually what is going to drive the conversion. But when I say strategy, is like, how do you bring life to this strategy? It's not just like email 1 is problem awareness, email 2 is blah, blah, blah. Yes, there is this in it, but it's, if this is where you start, your funnel is not going to convert as its best. So what we want here is to build a true experience. So I'm going to share with you 3 different points, okay, and on like really how to do this. So really, first of all, like, if you're taking notes or mental notes, like the first thing that I want you to understand here and to remember is, what experience am I building? Not looking at the emails, not looking at the offers that I'm selling, whatever. What experience am I building behind the scene to lead to what event or to what offers? One offer, many offers, what do I want to build on the backend? Because I know that a lot of you actually want your backend to do a lot of the knowing, also knowing about your work, and you don't have this in place. And you imagine that having a welcome sequence is going to do it, and it's not. Then the second point that I wanted to share with you is looking at those offers. So what offers will you sell, and in exactly which order and why? So I'm going to give you an example and a little bit of a story here. In one of the mastermind I'm in as a client, someone was asking about building the Telegram funnel. So they wanted to have a welcome sequence coming from ManyChat, coming from Instagram if someone was following them, and like exactly what to do after that. And the discussion around was, and there was really a great answer inside, and everyone that was chipping in gave really good insight. But what I noticed right away is that everyone is kind of doing the same, which is actually not very efficient. And I'm a very efficient person. Like, I love simplicity. I want stuff to be simple, efficient, straightforward. And so here, for example, we had someone who wanted to have a message that will be automated as saying hello to someone that subscribes, someone that follows on Instagram, and he having a free gift. And that's, by the way, something I have my clients set up at the moment, and something that I'm completely revamping. And I'm going to share all of this in a new Instagram series, by the way. So follow this on Instagram, because I'm going to explain how I'm revamping my entire backend. So here, when you have someone new that is joining you, let's say on Instagram, you can give them a free gift. But like, her idea was people to come into her Telegram channel. But to go towards the Telegram channel, she was sending them a free gift. And then they will go into an email sequence, and the email sequence will lead them towards the Telegram, and then towards X, Y, and Z. And something that I asked her right away is like, why is the free gift not the Telegram? And something that I think is making the vision of building funnels so wrong is that people are like, it's not working, or it's very complex, because not everything needs a funnel. Not everything needs a funnel. If you want someone to come into your free Telegram, you could just give them the free Telegram and they could come in. How simple is this? And then from this, she wanted to sell a micro offer. And from the micro offer to sell, I think her signature program, can't really remember. Here I told her, well, give them the Telegram and put as a tripwire your micro offer. And you can already see if they're tagging it, you are avoiding like 12 emails leading towards an offer that they could jump in right away. So why I'm saying this is that because it is so important to see the experience. And for me, I don't want my people coming into my world as an experience to just having to go through so many emails to go into an offer that maybe they want right now. So this is why like there is a difference between building an email sequence that is going to lead to an offer, and maybe you have 7 emails, I don't know what, that goes towards an offer, and building an experience where, okay, someone takes this, maybe they take the tripwire. If they take the tripwire, I send them 2 emails on this, and because they click this, maybe I send them towards this email sequence, or if they click this, they're more interested in this, I send them to this. And it's actually very simple. And if right now, by just hearing me say this, you're like, oh my God, I'm so overwhelmed, this is only because you don't know how to do it, okay? And this is absolutely not a problem because you're not a funnel queen yet, okay? But you're going to become one. You're going to become one because it's actually not that complicated. But I wanted to give you this aspect. And when I say, by the way, it's not complicated, it's because it's a new skill. It's like when you started doing reels, or when you started sending emails, or building your first email sequence. All of these stuffs are like skills that we learn, okay? And so something that I want you to understand is, yes, what experience are you building and what offers will you sell, in which order and why? Okay. And really looking at not just gifting them stuff, but just really be intentional here. And my last point here is that your funnel must feel like you, okay, not like a template. And I'm not saying that you should not use templates. So for example, the women who are joining the Funnel Mastermind, Funnel Queen Mastermind, starting on January 5th, I give them templates. But I give them templates, and that's to accelerate the process. But we don't necessarily use those templates. Or when we use those templates, I really explain the why of absolutely everything. So once you build your first one, you know how to then grow from this. The idea is not to use a template and think that this is going to be your highest conversion. No, it's not going to be. But it is a way to get started. But people who use fill the blank template tend to have lower conversions. Okay. And that's why like it's so important to look exactly at what you are building. And most of you, like when you think about it of an email, like for me, I think about it as one email is actually the same size as the caption on Instagram. And when I see like the time that people spend writing a caption on Instagram compared to the emails, and they're just like so annoyed building an email, but the caption on Instagram, you have what? Maybe 100 people are going to read it compared to your email. How many people are going to read it? And especially over time in a funnel, it's insane. It's insane. So yes, we put a little bit more care in our emails that are going to be in a funnel. And this is also one of the reasons why hiring a media team, a marketing team, even like a done for you funnel team is such a bad idea. Because would you have those people writing your content? Do you think that people will buy to work with you while it's actually the words of other people? I don't think so. So I have never met someone that had a funnel done for them by an agency that is actually making high conversion. Okay. If it's you, send me a DM. I want to hear about it. But every time I say that, I never had anyone sending me a DM, because all of those people end up working with me and being like, Gwen, I have spent $5,000 with this team to build my funnels and it's not working and it feels so icky and it doesn't feel like what I want to sell. Help. So if you're listening right now thinking this is exactly why my funnel also isn't selling, or okay, like I haven't built mine yet, but I can see how I want to build a backend experience that is going to be a true extension of my brand and of who I am, then you are exactly who Funnel Queen Mastermind was built for. Inside, you will master these 5 things. Okay, so number 1, mapping a funnel that aligns with your content, your buyer journey, and your goals, depending on the exact funnel. Number 2, refining your messaging. This is actually so important because a lot of you have amazing messaging, but you have messaging for warm audience. You don't have messaging for a cold audience, someone who has never bought from you. And that's actually why the funnel might not be converting, which we fix inside the Funnel Queen Mastermind. Number 3, connect the backend so the leads are being nurtured, they're being followed up with, sold to, retained over time, all of this automatically. Really like you had a one-to-one conversation in the DM, you will not keep selling the same offer when someone is answering something specific that is on another topic, right? You will adapt the conversation, and your funnel can actually do this. And I will teach you inside Funnel Queen Mastermind. Number 4, launching a low maintenance, high converting funnel that brings in sales consistently, even when you're offline. The idea is not to build a completely passive business. One of my business is, by the way, completely passive, but I know that most of my clients, they don't want this. Okay. Most of my clients, actually 100% of my clients, want, like me, to continue to launch, to continue to sell, but without the pressure of it, but also like actually selling all of the offers they already created in the past. And on top of this, really building a backend experience. They want to build front-end experience when they're doing a launch, with the teasing, the warming up, the gamifying. Yes, when they have the energy, the bandwidth, and they want to, but they also have a backend experience for all the time that they're not launching. And number 5, you are going to learn how to track your data like a fucking queen and learn my unique formula to optimize your funnel and hit a 30% conversion rate. This is the most strategic, high-level funnel mastermind on the internet. Okay, and we are enrolling starting today. So you can click the link in the show notes to join us. You can also send me a DM on social media, on Instagram, the Gwen Ferreira, if you have any question or want to inquire if it is for you. Like, I am very transparent. If it is going to be for you, I'm going to tell you. And if it's not going to be for you, I'm definitely going to tell you also. Thank you for listening to today's training on the real reason your funnel isn't selling. If you loved this episode, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next one, because the next episode in this series, that I'm starting now is this first episode, go even deeper into turning your backend into a perfect, customized experience. I talk to you all next week. Bye, everyone.